Yeah, man. So what it do, y'all? We here back with another one. This is gonna be the Mr. Bean Man. I do not have a name for him yet. This is going to be the part 2 of the scenery. I'm not really sure where I want to go with this, but for the most part, I want 3 different walk cycles in different angles, and I'm gonna have a lot of in-between footage. Yeah, I want to take my time with this one. It's gonna take a long, it's gonna take a while, but that's fine. This is when it comes to these programs, you want to do something instead of nothing, because if you go a long time without using these software, you're gonna pretty much forget how to use them. So you want to definitely take advantage. It doesn't have to be a serious project, but try to do something with each and every software that you really like, even if it's something small, just to get your brain going, because you don't want to go a long time without using some of these softwares as an artist. Yeah, right now I'm just getting all my images together, just figuring out, exactly what route I want to go with this image. As you see, I got a physical drawing of my character holding a radio. Of course, you don't want to draw perfectly, because this is just a rough drawing, allowing me to know where the hands will be, as you can see, allowing me to know the position of the radio. A lot of times you do animations, sometimes and that's the importance of a storyboard. Like sometimes you have a storyboard, but you may tend to go out of that storyboard. Now it's a whole different scenery. Sometimes your mouse pad can get away from you. Sometimes you could, overdo yourself in certain sceneries. And, sometimes, you might plan a scenery, and when you're finished with it, it's like, this is it. Like, I want a bit more. So, I want to keep it simple, but at the same time, I don't want it to be basic either. So I'm still debating on the type of background I want. Usually I'm not a background person, but if I do plan to add a background, I'm the one personally drawing it, then I definitely want it to look, some way attractive and appealing to the human eye, because this scenery is going to last forever. So just like creating a song, it's going to last forever. So I want to definitely create something that I could go back to and say, oh man, I did this. Okay, cool. Yeah, just gathering my templates here. Pretty soon I'll begin to do my rough drawing and begin my walk cycle. Now I'm just handling all the basic layouts, and when you start a project, you definitely want to be organized, so that once once you start to begin the process, it's much easier. So right now I'm just understanding where footwork will go. So I'm drawing these perspective lines here, to understand, okay, the feet should not leave this border. I know a lot of people might say this is not good perspective. That's fine. I'm not aiming for a perfect perspective, because this is just animation. When it comes to animation, you could break the rules completely. So this is definitely not the perfect 2-point perspective, but that's not what I'm going for. I'm just going for a walk cycle in my form of perspective. If I really wanted to be exact, of course, these lines will extrude further out the artboard. But like I said, I'm not here for perfection. I just want a very appealing animation. I know people might ask, well, why is his head so huge, and why is he, why does he only have 3 or 4 toes, or, stuff like that? Well, this is a make-believe character. This is a fictional character. A lot of cartoons, generally, because you're animating, you don't want to have to continuously draw 5 fingers or 5 toes. You want to keep it as simple as possible. People get the point. So having an animated character with so many toes, or, actual fingers as a human being, yeah, that's cool. But in the animation world, you don't really have to. Preferably 4 fingers, 4 toes, preferably. Well, the toes don't really matter, honestly, because a lot of animations, you're not really looking at toes. But yes, my animations, you'll see a lot of feet, because for some reason I love life drawing. So I like to draw the human body. You know what I mean? I definitely like to, if you look at all my recent works, I'm a big fan of human anatomy, muscles, features, leg muscle, stuff like that. So yeah, definitely. I'm not a big fan of drawing a bunch of clothes on my characters. I like them to be as simple as possible. So yeah, still here getting my perspectives the way I like it. And, not going to talk too much here because we're actually well over 7 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and speed up the process, and I'm gonna go ahead and see you guys next time in the next video, part 3. Like I said, thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions about Adobe Animate, feel free to comment. You can subscribe, whatever the case is. If you feel like you don't like this software, just let me know, and also let me know why you don't like Adobe Animate. You know, my personal opinion, this is definitely the best software to go with because Adobe has everything you need in one package, you know, because at some point you have to go back to Adobe, whether it's editing, you know, whatever the case is, making logos. Like at some point you have to use Adobe. You know, Photoshop is like the #1 thing in my opinion. At some point everybody has to use these features for Adobe. So yeah, I understand you got to pay a monthly fee. I get it, but you know, it costs, you know, if you want the right software, you know what I mean? So like I said, thanks for checking this out. I will see you in the next video.